Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. Thank you. Now enjoy the show. Welcome back, you guys. Welcome back to Southern Charm. Thank you. This is RAERAE all day. You can also catch me on Threads. Oh boy, all day RAERAE. You can catch me on IG. And of course, we have our favorite co-correspondent, E's Pop Culture Opinion, aka Psychic _ELB. Welcome, mamas. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Yay. It is a good year. 2024 equals the number 8, which is the number for money, prosperity.
Yes. I claim it. Thank you. Yes.
You are welcome. Yes, just a little quick info on the name change. I started E's Pop Culture Opinion thinking that would take off as my commentary channel more than it has. So I'm switching back to this account. So the next, look for me at Psychic ELB from now on.
On all platforms?
Yes, on Threads, on Instagram. I'm also Psychic Aaron Boyd on Facebook if you even want to mosey on over there. But Instagram is really the best way to find me.
What about MySpace?
Oh, I wish.
Remember MySpace?
I do. You would be in my top 8.
Girl, I don't even remember. You know what? I think I had the Pink Panther walking through, and I don't know what music I had, but girl, trying to program all of that, girl,
yes,
forever.
I was about to say that.
Mm-hmm. It was worse than editing videos, child. It was like, oh my God, what is this?
Copy and paste that code.
Well, Southern Charm, we are catching up, reviewing the last 3 episodes because the finale is coming up this week. And we're definitely going to get into that and all those reunion parts, probably 3 parts, because there's a lot of bull going on over there in, was that Charleston? Is that where they at?
Yeah.
Yeah, child. All these kids and carrying on, child.
They sure are stretching out. I was saying they sure are stretching out this storyline of Taylor and Austen like a mozzarella stick.
I mean, they even took it to Jamaica, child. They just can't get rid of.
For how many episodes?
I'm kind of sick of them because, I mean, we all know the end result of that. But anywho, let's get on into this stuff, girl. Okay, so we just going to recap in orders, 12, 13, 14. We're just going to run it through and keep it like that. So pretty much they're still in Jamaica going through the rigmarole of Taylor and Austen. Olivia's ticked off because she doesn't feel like she's getting the truth out of either of them. Everybody's feeling it. Everybody has an opinion. But Whitney is the least of the opinionated because he's doing his thing. He's trying to find a presidential suite because he wasn't appreciative of that regular room that everybody. He was like, "What is this? Is this the closet? Where's my room?" But yeah,
he's such a snob.
Well, quiet as kept. I don't blame him because if I'm used to luxury and this ain't luxury, I need to find me some luxury. I don't blame him. I don't know.
That is what he did.
And to be quite honest, quiet as it's kept, loud as it is, if we can think back to what's her name? Jenna from Housewives of NYC when she said she don't fly coach.
Right.
I'm the same way. I'm just saying, I like to be comfortable, and I can't be. I'm 5'10" and a half, thicker than a snicker, and I am not trying to be uncomfortable sitting next to somebody who I don't want to sit next to. That's just me.
I agree. No, I agree.
I'm just saying. Anywho, back to the show. But yeah, so everybody's up in arms. Everybody has an opinion. They're going on all these tours and catamarans and all these different things, and seeing the sights and swimming and carrying on. And it just seemed like Taylor can't catch a break. She crying. Shep is trying to make amends because he's really butthurt, girl. He's really butthurt.
He wants to control the situation. Mm-hmm. He wants to just tell everybody what to do because he thinks he can fix it. But that is not the case.
It's not. It's not. I know he's really trying to be a man about it, and they have this upstanding citizen, aura about them, and that's fine. And they want to be a gentleman like JT proclaims and declares every man should be. But everybody's not like you, JT. There's some individuals in this group that would rather just whore around and be themselves, Austen. But it's all good. I think he's toying with Olivia a little bit. Olivia's playing into it. I don't think she wants to really let in that she has feelings for Austen because she seems to be really ticked off at him, even though she's mad at Taylor. And then that article comes through from what is that, Page 6, that talks about them, hooking up. Not just hooking
up. That's what it inferred.
That's
what it inferred.
Okay. Where that came from, I don't know. Somebody telling something. Somebody knows something. I don't know if it was maybe the yard man saw something outside the window, but somebody feeding something to Page 6. Because
I told you this when the season first started and Taylor and Austen were trying to claim that they just kissed. I thought it had already come out that no, they indeed actually hooked up. So they're still trying to maintain their innocence despite this article. So that's different from what I knew. Mm-hmm. Yeah, right. So I remember when this came out, I actually thought that they had slept together because I was like, oh, nobody believed that you would just kiss. And especially if you a dog like Austen.
And I'm shocked how the girl code, guy code came into conversation when almost everybody's pH balance is off. I mean,
that is true. That is true. The only people whose pHs aren't off is the fact that Olivia is really truly upset with Taylor because she's continued to feel comfortable having whatever kind of friendship she wants to have with Austen and used Austen to make Shep jealous. And I think she's looking at Taylor like, do you understand every time you do something shady with Austen, you're showing me just how much you don't care about the fact that I'm not fully moved on from this yet. And that's why it bothers me. Because I can't trust you and you lied to my face.
And everybody who's not, to be honest, it seems like everybody who is not Taylor and Austen believes they slept together. I believe Craig believes it. Venita definitely believes it. Leva, she rolling her eyes like, yeah, girl, what?
She certainly does.
I mean, everybody. Shep definitely believes it because he was trying to check JT on the bus when he found out JT and Taylor kind of hung out all night together. Girl, why was they okay? I might. Why were they passing the drink between?
That was so gross. So gross.
I can't even say it.
Wow. It's like regurgitating like birds. What was that?
I can't even say it all the way, but I think y'all in the audience get what I'm saying. If you haven't seen it, tune in to see. I just can't. What won't she put in her mouth? I'm sorry.
Oh.
The eyes of the fish. Who eats the eyes out of the fish raw?
Oh, there's a lot of things. What you said about Taylor just now was the truth. I think that
she put in her mouth.
JT.
I don't know, because
no, I think that was drunken desperation. I think he is clearly a very supportive person. He's also willing to defend her honor at a table full of people. He's willing to stand his little short ass up and defend her honor. And I think that misery loves company. And I think that, she's been pretty much drunk this whole trip. So I think
she has given every man the benefit of the doubt who looks at her a certain way.
Yep.
She's been trying to get back in Shep's draws. I don't know how many. It's really embarrassing when a man turns down a woman. A hoe turns down a woman.
I think Shep, they broke up for a reason. Because Shep no longer wanted to play relationship, and he had already cheated on her. So he also wanted the ability to whore in town as well as out. And I think that that's why he's able to put a cap on it, is because although he cares about her, he no longer feels like sleeping with her is worth the drama of him having the freedom of getting new tail at his discretion.
Girl.
And so she needs to hang on to that. She needs to realize that because I think she still believes they were super close to getting married, and I do not. All of the audience, all the guys say that she was the closest Austen was going to get to a relationship, but at the end of the day, it still wasn't going to happen. And I think that's why we're watching her freak out.
I really don't know I don't know where she's getting her thought process from, because you would think after, what was this, season 9, right?
Yeah.
She's been on since season 1, correct?
Taylor?
Yeah.
No. She came on as Shep's girlfriend, 2 seasons ago? 3 at the most?
Seasons. It's that should. Wow.
Yes. Oh, yes.
I thought I think. How long they been together? Just 3 years?
Yep. It's not. Don't quote me for certain, but no, I think either Taylor's had 2 or 3 seasons.
Okay.
Yeah.
I really don't understand why she's so bambied in the brain to not see that she's making all of the wrong moves. She needs a lot more experience. She needs a lot more girlfriends, and she can't keep kissing on her girlfriend's love interest in order for her to keep a girlfriend. Because right now, I think the only girl on this show that's really, more of her friend than anything is Madison. Because Madison's married, and she know good and age well her man ain't gonna be going after Taylor. So
yes, but Madison is dead wrong in her suppositions. Because remember, Madison's telling Taylor, "I think Austen is in love with you," and it was like, "No, girl, you got that one wrong."
Oh yeah,
you got that one wrong. So I do think maybe quality of friendship, although I don't ever 100% trust Madison. However, honestly, who I think somebody who is Venita. Not that they're very close, but what I'm saying is I do feel like there are women that could offer Taylor some friendship, and they all did, right? They got her together at that tea party and were like, "Listen, we all care about you and you look crazy." And she said, "Yes, thanks for the advice, but I'm just going to take it even further now, ladies."
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like she doesn't want the help, and it seems like she resents the advice, and she's not taking the advice that these ladies are getting. These ladies are obviously more experienced, and they know more, and they're a better resource for her. But Leva had it. I think Lev was playing in her face when she came to see her at her at her restaurant because Leva seized right through her. But Leva wasn't truthful with Taylor when she came up there with those outdated props for that drink she was trying to peddle. And even in this in these episodes, Leva was rolling her eyes at the fact that Taylor is playing in Olivia's face. Everybody believes that Taylor and Austen hooked up sexually, like a real life intercourse happened. Everybody. And I think JT believes that too. He's just not letting on because he doesn't want to tarnish her reputation.
Yeah. I think the point that like Taylor is missing with some of this is that it's not even if you guys hooked up together. It's the fact that you want to have your cake and eat it too. You want to admit to everybody that you made out and you consulted each other's family members and you really seriously contemplated being in a relationship, but you want your other friends to totally be okay with that, even though you lied to their faces, even several times after a moment of truth, you doubled down and lied. And you also want the grace to be forgiven because it was just a kiss, even though you're still using Austen to make other people jealous and hanging out with him as though nobody should have any feelings about that. And the fact that you can't have both, you have to be sorry and be conscientious enough to be considerate of Olivia and not use Austen as your friend just as much as hers, or you sacrifice your friendship with Olivia. You choose, because Olivia's making it clear she feels disrespected by how inconsiderate Taylor has been.
Yeah, especially by ignoring her and not coming to her once that Page 6 article hit the blogs and everybody was talking about it. And then Taylor says that Olivia was dissing her or not wanting to talk. No, it's your responsibility to go to Olivia and let her know, I know this article came out. Please believe me, this is untrue. Nothing like that. She's expecting Olivia to come to her, which is totally the incorrect way of thinking. That's why I'm like, her thought process, where does she get this from? I mean, and then she has the audacity to get read by Olivia and then acts like she's being what did she say? Not accosted, but what is that word? What did she say? Taylor said that Olivia was doing to her verbally abused. Girl, you can't hear a little cussing out.
Well, she's like, and she's also bringing up that Olivia is joking around and flirting with and being cool with Austen. And it's like, well, so are you. So, you know what time it is. Like, as a girlfriend, you broke girl code. You made out with somebody that Olivia was not over. Olivia didn't stop dating Austen because she wanted to. She stopped dating Austen because Austen treated her like crap, like he does everybody. Yeah. But he was messing with her head. And she wasn't over it.
Yeah, that conversation she had with her brother, I'm glad Olivia came over there and read her for filth. I wish she would have kept reading her for filth. Because how dare you sit up here and, first of all, lie to your brother about the conversation and make it seem like I'm not giving you a fair chance when I told you I'm pissed off at you. I tell you that you didn't come to me about this article. I'm hearing all this extra stuff about y'all. And you have the audacity to say, well, she's leaving her bra over his house. So, how butthurt could she be? Bitch.
Yeah, that was that conversation.
Excuse you?
And you wonder why Olivia won't forgive you because
let me take
there you go. Because that's what you really think. You're not really sorry. That's what you really think. What Olivia heard.
That part right there.
So, yeah. So, and for her to call her brother and be like, they weren't even dating. Olivia, I did hear, this is a side note, Olivia has said on a couple of podcasts recently, she's like, Austen and I did date quite a bit in the off season. She's like, he met my parents, I met his family. Like, it wasn't just like, the season ended and like, she was saying more happened in the off part. which would explain why it was much harder for her to let Austen go. Because I understand it does look weird based on the editing of the show.
That's
so if
what
you
I was
legitimately
saying. Remember, I was like, what? I
Yeah.
believe he was on what?
Yeah. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, that part makes it kind of confusing with timelines and all this kind of stuff. But the bottom line is Olivia's claiming in the off season a lot more happened with Austen, which is why this was a lot more difficult for her than it would appear. But that she was furious at Taylor for saying that to her brother on camera because she was making make Olivia look like a punk. Taylor, even though Taylor knew different.
Trying to make it seem like, well, she was downplaying her behaviors to make it seem like it wasn't a big deal. Obviously, it was to your so-called best friend. And it's just the fact that you just flat out lied at that Starbucks. And I know Olivia keeps playing that back in her head. You just lied in my face.
That was bad. And it wasn't even you.
Girl.
You lied. It wasn't even you lied in my face. It was I gave you the opportunity to come clean and be like, here's your chance. And you doubled down and lied in my face. You said, trust me. And then you lied.
So now I know I can't trust you, bitch.
Yes. Because you just you just lied in my face and pulled the teacup. You don't get to do that. You don't get to do that if it's on a lie.
So there's really no more. Look, for me, if I can't trust you, I'm going to treat you as an acquaintance or nothing. Because I cannot trust you when you say those things to me. I just can't.
You're not really my friend if you're going to make out with someone that I really cared about that didn't treat me right. I don't care if I wasn't with him or not. You are not my friend if your loyalty lies on a meaningless kiss with a man-ho that is best friends with your ex and somebody that I didn't want to stop seeing but had to because I wasn't being treated well.
It's just so much bullshit layers from Taylor.
And that's what Olivia is trying to explain to her, that you're not seeing the fact that it's not just the action of kissing. It's all the little betrayals that are all circled around it that show just how self-centered you and Austen are.
That you came from your mouth.
Mm-hmm.
She can't be trusted. But now she wants to be trusted. Girl, bye.
Yeah. Don't talk about Jesus. Jesus didn't lie like this.
What would Jesus do? I haven't heard anybody say that yet.
He wouldn't be lying.
Madison tried, but it came out wrong.
Yep. Yeah, I know. Madison's in a weird place these days because she's a married lady, not getting in any trouble, but she still is wild as a fox.
Okay. And I still go up for that white getup that they wore after the nuptials. I saw somebody else wear that dress on some other show. I just don't remember what it was. Man, that must have been a hot thing back then. If I see that dress, I'm gonna buy it and wear it. I don't care. What's next? Yeah, so after all that Jamaica hoopla and la hoop, they come back home and they're getting all acquainted. Taylor cries to her mom and yada yada. She's really feeling, how I think she's more understanding of how much she messed up because she was really in a bad place when her mom and her were talking. And then Austen is also venting to his sister, and they're just looking like the heels of the group, which they are, because like JT mentioned and everybody else is like, you just won't, man up and own up to anything. You're just letting the girls fight, which is really messed up.
True.
That's what it is.
Yep. Austen is a coward.
Yep. And how cute Madison calls Patricia for some dinner advice. She's hosting Craig and Paige. Finally, Paige comes through to the SC, and they're having a cute little dinner party. It was a little boring, for me, but yeah, they had a cute little dinner party and whatnot, not what. just getting acquainted, couples having dinner. It's always cute for you and your man to date somebody, to have a little couples, evening with somebody.
Yes.
What'd you think about that dinner?
Well, everybody's got something to say about Craig and Paige in the distance and all of that stuff. And like, I think it's just nice for Craig to be able to show his girlfriend off, have her be in town. I think that, of course, honestly, that's really about it. And I also actually think it was cute that Madison and her husband could relate to the distance thing.
Yeah. I think they're a good match because they have, some things in common, and they can kind of bounce things off of each other, make each other feel more comfortable with their own similar but different experiences with that distance travel stuff,
Yeah, I agree. You know what? It's unfortunate because I think who they could have added in that dinner if they wanted Venita and her man, because I think they're doing
Manny.
So yeah, something for the future, folks.
I can't wait to see more of him. I hope they work out. They look so cute together.
Me too. She is such a stunning. I just can't get over her. She is just, man, talk about stealing the screen with just being a magnificent person. Style, hair, beauty.
Everything.
Boom. Do it, Venita. Do it.
Then lastly, we look at Michael's. That was Patricia and Whitney's old butler who caught a stroke a year or two ago. Whitney was turning his old what they call it, his boudoir, his place on the grounds, his little cottage on the grounds. That was kind of cute the way it was set up. He's turning into a pub or like a man cave or something. Is that what he's doing?
Yeah, like a speakeasy, a den of ill repute.
Yeah, I just about to you took the word out of my mouth.
Yeah. A den of inequity. That's what it is.
Girl.
Yeah. A
Please don't have multiple rooms
lounge.
Because I can't take it. I can't take another.
Sleaze lounge. Because Whitney is sleazy. He may be snobby and he may be privileged, but he's also sleazy.
They all are except for Craig.
Yep. I agree.
Oh boy. But that was the catch. Did we miss anything? I think we got it all.
No, I think we got right to it. The one thing I will say, shout out to Rod for making the most sense at the dinner table.
Yes.
Succinctly and forcing everybody to move along.
I know,
Rod, you've earned your spot. I'll see you next season. Well, I don't know. That was good. You maybe justified your role this season.
Well, if JT is coming back next season, Rod's come back next season because I think those are too fair.
Because some good guys with morals, as boring as they might be, or as like flamboyant, as of a character that's JT, I welcome you. Thank you for bringing some fun to the show.
I know that's right. Well, thanks, mamas, for coming through. We appreciate your opinion. We appreciate everything you bring to this review. Thanks again for coming through. Any last words, mamas, about your psychic elb?
Yeah, please feel free to DM me if y'all would like a reading. I do them. You can find me on Instagram. Say RAERAES all day sent you, and you can have a discount. And thank you for having me on. I appreciate it as always. Love talking with you about Southern Charm.
Yes, ma'am. And that was it, y'all. Thanks again for tuning in. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Let me know what's going on. If you like the show, if you want to see some more reviews from us, either or. And don't forget to hit up Psychic ELB on all the platforms so you can get your readings in. Thanks again, y'all. See ya.